Tasmanian nurses taking matters into their own hands.
At the moment, we're just really struggling, to be honest.
Since August 2016, Australian Nursing and Midwifery Federation members have been calling for action. The pressure now getting unbearable for some.
The major concern relates to a lack of inpatient beds.
For the hospital to regain its emergency training accreditation, it needs at least 5 full-time equivalent specialists working here in the ED. The AMA says that's 2 more than we currently have. To fill the positions, doctors are now asking for better incentives. 6 months on and infrastructure is still being repaired. This Kentish Council-owned bridge isn't expected to be fixed until April next year, literally cutting off access from one side of town to the other.
Our reporter Manika Dadson joins us now live. Manika, what's the latest?
Well, Joe, a 25-year-old Deloraine man appeared briefly here in the Launceston Magistrates Court a short time ago. He has been charged with causing grievous bodily harm and recklessly discharging a firearm. Now, Joe, the 25-year-old man has been remanded in custody. He didn't enter a plea this afternoon and will next appear here in court on Friday.
Our reporter Manika Dadson is with the JLN leader, waiting for the results to come through in Launceston.
Yes, Jacqueline, I sure am. I'm here with Jackie Lambie, who is, of course, the Jackie Lambie Network leader. Now, Jackie, this is the first time you've ran candidates in the state election. You've ran them in 3 electorates. Early polls suggested you may struggle to win any seats. Does that demonstrate that your campaign hasn't gone that well?
You know, we've fought a good fight and now we're flying home on the wings of the angels, I can assure you. And we'll just continue to tick over. That's what we'll be doing.
So no doubt we'll be seeing a lot more of Jackie Lambie and your network in the future. Thanks so much for joining us tonight, Jackie. And regardless of the outcome, I'm sure it's going to be a big party up here tonight. Now, earlier today, we did catch up with voters to find out who they were voting for and why. We also asked them what they want our next Tasmanian government to achieve. You're wearing a Cradle Mountain jacket today. Bill Shorten was here last week, pledged $15 million for it. Will you be matching that or making more?
Well, I'm just here talking about the floods, and I've worn this jacket to Iraq. I've worn it in Afghanistan. It's one of my favourite jackets.
This is the first time Exercise Ocean Explorer has been held in Bass Strait. This location was chosen as those in the Navy need to be prepared to work in any environment, including right here. As morning broke, smoke blanketed most of the east coast. The thick haze was coming from a nearby bushfire that last night had the small community of Goshen on edge. The facade is very similar to the old, but inside Reliquare is a whole new world. What's your favourite thing so far?
Maybe the big fluffy bears. I like the dinosaurs.
The original Reliquare burnt down on Christmas Eve in 2015. A faulty switchboard caused the blaze. Neighbours woken by a bang, and then this. A home in Mayfield's Mitchell Street up in flames.
She is...
The blaze lighting up the street and threatening neighbouring houses.
I just heard a loud bang and which woke me up.
The magistrate said she accepted Mr Hector's remorse, adding the fact that he has 2 young children and that his life has been on hold during the court case were taken into account for sentencing. Mr Hector says he's still mates with the man he was rescued with.
We still currently fly together.
And now that the case is over, he just wants to get back to his family.
Hopefully get to give him a good cuddle and rest tight.
Manika Dadson at Southern Cross News.